So this is about building a custom GPT to tailor every resume and cover letter. So essentially what we're going to do is with ChatGPT Pro again, change my microphone, you guys can still hear me. You don't have to upload your resume each time, and you'll have cover letter templates so that with this custom GPT, you can just paste in a job description and it will give you the pieces to edit your resume and come up with a cover letter, saving you time and energy. Does that sound like that would be useful? All right, so let's go into it. So first, what I'm going to do is I'll kind of show you what this is about. So again, with Pro, what you have up top is you can go to chatgpt.com/GPT, or you could go down here to explore GPTs on the left, and you can see that that takes you to chatgpt.com/GPTs. All right, and here there's other ones that you can use that are made by other companies and other people, and these are cool to explore to learn what other kind of AI tools people have used. And I'm seeing what's popular here. Coloring Book Hero, take any idea and turn it into a whimsical coloring book pages. This is great if you got kids, so it already has like those prompts ready to make it into a coloring page, or a creative writing coach, etc. So now we're going to create our own. So here's where you create one up in the upper right with this create button. So you go create, and so we're going to call this custom resume and cover letter GPT. All right, so this helps tailor resume and writes cover letters. All right, so the instructions is where you give it the meat of what you want this thing to do, and then you're going to store these instructions. Now, when you're creating these, you can use ChatGPT to help you come up with instructions for a custom GPT, which is what I did here. I'm like, you are a prompt engineer, help me create prompts for this problem that I'm solving, and then we'll give you the best language to use to put into your custom GPT. So it's a little meta using custom GPT to create instructions for a custom GPT, but that's exactly what we're doing here. So here, what I've done is already created those instructions. And again, I'll give you a QR code at the end. You can get access to all of this and copy and paste this without recreating it. But we'll read through it real quickly. Your resume and cover letter optimizer GPT. Your job is to help tailor resume content and cover letters to match specific job descriptions. When a job description is pasted, do the following. Number 1, if no resume has been uploaded, ask the user to upload one, only required once. 2, scan the job description for responsibilities, keywords, and top skills. 3, generate 4 outputs, a revised professional summary, assuming that you have that at the top of your resume, updated core competencies, 8 to 10 bullets, assuming you have that at the top of your resume. And you can edit this based on your resume. So for example, if you're more junior and you don't have a core competencies section because you're trying to keep it to a page, you don't have to, you can edit these instructions to fit your use case. And then the last piece is 6 to 10 optimized bullet points rewritten with job relevant keywords, organized bullets by job position so it's clear which bullets go where. And 2 cover letters, 1 short, 1 long. And after each step, ask the user if they're ready to go on to the next step or want revisions. So don't output everything at once. I tried this before. I asked it to do it a step at a time, and it kind of choked. So this is also kind of like making sure that it gets to everything. And then use uploaded files, resume, and cover letter templates to guide the tone and formatting. And you can ask clarifying questions if needed. That's for them. And then use friendly, concise, professional language. Do not use any em dashes in the cover letters. So we'll see if it listens to us. So these are the instructions for the custom GPT that I had ChatGPT create. So I'm in here configuring this custom GPT. I've added the name, I've added the description. Now I've added in the instructions. So that is the program that this ChatGPT is now going to run. And the conversation starters, this is the prompt, is drop in a job description. Then we're going to, with the knowledge, these are the files it's going to reference. So A, I've got my resume, and B, I've got two cover letter templates that it's going to reference. One's a simple one and one's a complex one. I like the simple ones for email, or sometimes brief is better. Complex, you can cover more, and you can kind of decide in the use case which one you want to use. But I like having the option for both. So those are all uploaded now, and I've essentially programmed in the custom GPT, and we've done the work of creating it. So you can see how these can be useful for you. So let's go ahead and create it, and we'll test it out. And you can share it with only with you, anyone with the link, and you can upload it to the GPT store if you want other people to have access to it. So we save that. And then we're going to view GPT. Great. So it says drop in a job description. So I'm going to go back to this job that I've got up here. I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to paste this in here. And so you only have to create this custom GPT once, and then anytime you call it up, they normally like show up here on the left side over your projects. So these are all of my custom GPTs I've made. I need to organize them a little bit. And then you just launch that when you're ready, and then drop in the job description. So that's a job description. Then we're going to go searching knowledge. So first, it's going to give me a professional summary for the carnival role to go to the top of the resume. And I remember testing this before, and I probably want to update the instructions with this, but I personally like a couple key metrics in a professional summary. Some people don't, it's style. So I could say, would you like this summary or move on? I'm going to say, add in a couple key metrics to the summary. And then once you get a summary you like, you can kind of paste that into your resume. So here, what I like about key metrics is like it can draw people in. I think numbers draw people in, and it seems a little bit less generic. And then maybe I want to make it like a little bit shorter once I paste it in, so I can ask it to shorten it. But for the demo and time's sake, I'm going to say like, let's move on. So now it's going to give us core competencies, which you often see at the top of the resume. Those key 9 or 12 core competencies that are kind of aligned with what the job description wants. Great. So this is, like, I see this a lot. This is not kind of fill nicely, even though they're grabbing things. So what I'd say is shorten these up so they match the lengths of the original resume better. And anything that you find yourself repeating into this chat, you can then bring into your instructions, and you can edit those instructions later if those instructions aren't set in stone. Great. So these are a little bit shorter. And for core skills and tools, generally I like to have a technical section at the end with the tools, and core competencies are a little bit more high level and a little bit less technical in terms of how I personally like to do resumes. Follow the advice and directions that you guys get in the program, and tailor your custom GPTs accordingly to best practices that you guys are using. So we've got that there. So then let's go to step 3. So now again, it's going to analyze the job description and edit bullet points to match better with the job description. So you can make sure that these make sense, make sure that it captures the spirit of the original bullet. AI can make stuff up, so you got to be careful as you're doing all of this that nothing is made up and is aligned with where you're going. And then lastly, let's move on to the cover letters. Proceed. So we've got a short cover letter. And then we've got a longer cover letter. And if you want to refine it, you can. We see the M dash there. Why you give me M dash? So you want to edit that out. It's not huge deal, and it makes sense, but not the end of the world. So that's kind of the end of the demo, and you can see how that can expedite your process. It's not automatic by any means, but it definitely can streamline your process. So actually, there's one more slide I'm going to share to wrap things up. So